Hi, I'm Mesha Rebstock, and I'm a professional counselor with Lady at the Sea Clinic in La Rose. I've been doing this since about 2012, and I see a wide range of patients. In 2024, it's easy to say that we all have anxiety. But really, what is anxiety? Interestingly, anxiety is the effect of our brain trying to work for us. The emotions of worry, fear, stress, nervousness all serve a purpose: to keep us safe. If we didn't have worries, we would engage in unsafe things constantly. There would be nothing stopping us from things that would cause harm to us, whether that be so simple as an embarrassing moment or consequences much more critical, even possibly fatal. Think of it this way: if an angry grizzly bear were to run into this room right now, my brain would launch into fear mode to protect me. My body would respond accordingly, and I'd either try to run from the bear or fight the bear. In other words, a fight or flight response. But what happens when this emotion is overactive? When my brain perceives fear, when there should be no fear, or perhaps not as much fear as I'm feeling, that's anxiety. Anxiety refers to an overactive brain that will cause someone to perceive more danger, more stress, more threat, or more pressure than actually exists. Anxiety is extremely physical. Though a mental health condition, our bodies respond to anxiety in a variety of ways, whether that be racing heart, shakiness, difficulty breathing, dry mouth, sweating, muscle tension, and more. In some cases of panic attacks, anxiety can even feel like a heart attack. Kids too have anxiety. To understand this, we first need to acknowledge that though we were once children and teens ourselves, we weren't at those ages in 2024. Their 7 is not what our 7 was, their 13 is not what our 13 was, and their 18 is not what our 18 was. Whether that be from curriculum changes, technology, advanced classes, and additional course opportunities, kids of today are having to work harder in school than we did, as much as it might hurt our pride to say that. Then you add in all those extracurriculars: practices, rehearsals, auditions, games, meetings, performances, trainings, and so on. Kids are busy. For some, anxiety starts with these types of demands and trying to keep up. For others, anxiety is chemical and just always existed within their brain. An important thing to remember when managing anxiety is your brain can and does lie to you. Remember, anxiety is causing you to view a situation in a worse light than the situation actually is. I often use the concept of a thinking brain and a feeling brain. Our thinking brain is the logical, problem-solving, reasonable side, whereas our feeling brain is the side that experiences emotions. When they work together, the feeling brain triggers an emotion and the thinking brain solves it. For example, my feeling brain says, hungry, and my thinking brain says, let's get lunch. But once a feeling brain is in overdrive, such as during anxiety, we are no longer in control. Remember to turn that thinking brain back on. The opposite of anxiety is not no anxiety. The opposite of anxiety is problem solving, and our thinking brain can solve problems. Use your thinking brain and look around for the evidence that what your brain is telling you is exaggerative or perhaps even false. Anxiety will cause you to think you know what people are thinking or saying about you. Anxiety will cause you to think a situation will turn out in the worst possible way. Anxiety will cause you to think in absolutes. Nothing will ever go right. Everything is always bad. Anxiety will cause you to think you must be perfect and must always be exact. These are all lies. As I train the little humans I work with to say, I am the boss of my feelings. They work for me, I don't work for them. Our anxiety works for us if we can keep it in its place.